Welcome to the first grade production of the Great K-pop Tree. The animals of the rainforest lived in and around an amazing tree known as the Great K-pop Tree. It is an enormous tree that can grow up to 200 feet tall.
Join us now as we enter a wonderful world of monkeys, sloths, toucans, and other fascinating animals of the Amazon rainforest.
Two men walked into the rainforest. Moments before, the forest had been alive with sounds of squawking birds and howling monkeys. The larger man stopped and pointed to a great K-pop tree. Then he turned and laughed. The smaller man picked up the axe he carried and struck the trunk of the tree. Whack! 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 The sounds of the blows ran through the rainforest. The wood of the tree was very hard.
Chop! 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 The man wiped off the sweat that ran down his face and neck. Whack! Chop! Whack! Chop! Soon the man grew tired. He sat down to rest at the foot of the great K-pop tree.
Before the man knew it, the heat and the hum of the rainforest had lulled him to sleep. Suddenly, beautiful butterflies fluttered down from the canopy of the rainforest.
Senor, if you chop down this tree, we will have nowhere to sit and rest when we are tired. Can you look at the beauty of our amazing wings? We are butterflies, we are butterflies, yes we are, yes we are. Flying through the trees, floating through the breeze, save our home, save our home.
Boa constrictors lived in the K-pop tree too. They slithered down the trunk to where the man was sleeping. They looked at the gash the axe had made in the tree. Then the huge snake slid very close to the man and hissed in his ear.
Senor, this tree is a tree of miracles. It is my home where generations of my ancestors have lived. Do not chop this down. Boa, boa, turn around. Boa, boa, touch the ground. Boa, boa, for collecting pollen. In this way, I pollinate the trees and flowers throughout the rainforest. You see, all living things depend on one another. I put my whole self in, I put my whole self out, I put my whole self in, and I shake my feet about. I pollinate the flowers as I fly among the trees. That's what we do at bees.
A troop of monkeys scampered down from the canopy of the kapok tree. They chattered to the sleeping man.
Senor, we have seen the way of man. You chop down one tree, then come back for another and another. The roots of these great trees will wither and die, and there will be nothing left to hold the earth in place. When the heavy rains come, the soil will be washed away, and the forest will become a desert. If you're a monkey and you know it, climb a tree, climb a tree. You're a monkey and you know it, stamp at me, stamp at me. If you're a monkey and you know it, grab the fruit, now you throw. You're a monkey and you know it, chatter free, chatter free.
A toucan macaque and hummingbird flew down from the canopy.
Senor, you must not chop down this tree. We have flown over the rainforest and have seen what happens when we begin to chop down this tree. Many people settle on the land. They set fires to clear the undergrowth. And soon the forest disappeared. For once there was life and beauty, only black and smoldering fluid remained. Parents who get hummingbirds, birds that should be seen. Can you see us fly so high in the forest green?
Bright and small tree frogs crawled along the edge of the leaf. In a squeaky voice, they piped in the man's ear.
Mommy, ruined rainforest, ruined life. Many ruined lives. You will even us.
Mommy, yellow book.
Chop down this great kapok tree.
Mommy, yellow book.
We are frogs. We are frogs. We all day eat bugs and play. Do not lose us, we may save you. Medicine comes from the poison we use. Save our forest is up to you. We are frogs.
Jaguars had been sleeping along the branches in the middle of the tree. Because their spotted coats blended into the dapple light and shadows of the understory, no one had noticed them. Now they leapt down and padded silently over to the sleeping man. They growled in his ear.
Senor, the kapok tree is home to many birds and animals. If you cut it down, where will I find my dinner? Jaguars hunt the forest green, we need to find our friend. Amazing swimmers, fleet of foot, please save our lives today.
vines swung down from branch to branch. They whispered in the man's ear.
Senor, do you know what we animals and humans need in order to live? Oxygen. And senor, do you know what trees produce? Oxygen. If you cut down the forest, you will destroy that which gives us life. We are prickly porcupines, our quills are sharp as hacks. P-R-I-C-K-L-I, 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 prickly as a porcupine.
Several anteaters climbed down the kapok tree with their young hanging to their backs. The striped anteater said to the sleeping man,
Senor, you are chopping down this tree with no thought of the future. And surely you know what happens tomorrow depends on what you do today. The big man tells you to chop down a beautiful tree. He does not think of his own children. Tomorrow live in a world without trees. If you're an anteater and you know it sniffs the ground, snip, snip. You're an anteater and you know it sniffs the ground, snip, snip. You're an anteater and you know it, then you'll know the ground. You're an anteater and you know it sniffs the ground, snip, snip.
Three-toed sloths had begun climbing down from the canopy when the man first appeared. Only now did they reach the ground, plodding ever so slowly over to the sleeping man. They said,
Senor, how much is beauty worth? Can you live without it? If you destroy the beauty of the rainforest, on what would you feast your eyes?
Children from a rainforest tribe suddenly appeared. They gathered around the sleeping man and murmured in his ear.
Senor, please do not destroy the forest. If you chop down these trees, we will have nowhere to live and nothing to eat. When you awake, please look upon us all with new eyes. We are children and we love to play, just like children who live far away. Keep our forest healthy, it will help us grow. Give us food to eat and the life we know.
The man awoke with a start. Before him stood the rainforest children, and all around him staring were the creatures who depended on the great kapok tree. What wonderful and rare